Well, I guess one thing I would say is that we're given the past few years that we had, we were in a way very fortunate about the ability to be able to order things online.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's how we were able to get through the pandemic.
Oh yeah, the online shopping experience has been like I still haven't really. I can still go to stores. I shop at Tesco's or Sainsbury's.
Yeah.
And I still go there occasionally, but most the big shops I don't really do there anymore. I'll get them home delivered.
Yeah.
I know that's a privilege for me to get that, but I just started using it during the pandemic and haven't really stopped. I get to see all the discounts.
Yeah.
Don't have to fight about whether we get things, and I don't impulse buy. I impulse buy. I'm the worst.
Yeah.
I will go in and I'll buy £70 worth of excuse my French.
Yeah, same.
You can impulse buy sometimes, like when you go to check out and they say, you usually add these things, other customers add these things.
Yeah, no, they're cheeky. They know what they're doing.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing like by the checkouts you'll have chocolates there or something. Like that, right? So it's a similar sort of thing that they can.
I feel like it's easier to ignore online.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, you just see the button. You just like skip.
I think it's also like you should never shop on an empty stomach. Like if you're about to have dinner, don't go shopping because you're gonna just get loads of things.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
I probably am the most guiltiest for shopping on an empty stomach. If I'm honest with you, it's definitely something I need to pack in as a habit is concerned. I come back home and I've got like 6 items and I've spent £60 and I'm like, spent £60? How did you spend £60? I don't know, I just really needed this mop. It's a nice mop. And I bought, this is a genuine purchase I'm talking about here. I bought a fancy mop and you get to change the thing, but the things cost £5 and you get like 3 in a pack or 4 in a pack. And that's like, it's very easy to spend on stupid things, I think.
Yeah. But I think in a way we were fortunate that we had that kind of infrastructure in place.
Yeah.
If the pandemic happened 20 years ago.
We'll be screwed.
I mean, like how would people get groceries, particularly for those who are elderly or not able to...
the spread would be a lot more prominent, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Down to, I'd say arguably education is still an issue with some people, but down to education, necessities, people going to ignore things and obviously not follow directions and all that stuff. So, even when... I went into Sainsbury's during the pandemic and put a mask on, the lines, queues... And into stores was, literally a waiting system. It'd be around the corner just to go into a Sainsbury's because they only allowed 20 people in the store at one given time.
As they say, the British, we like QA.
We do. But it's just that. But even just saying out loud, like, just talking, like, in retrospect, like, wow, we've literally got to the point where we were queuing to go into stores.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And now we're back to, I would say, normal again. It's definitely, I feel like it's pre-pandemic vibes. No one's wearing masks here anymore.
Yeah, we don't have the traffic light system to get into stores. Like Tesco,
with
the red and green line.
One in, one out sort of thing,
yeah. Red, no one come in.
But the thing is, like, because I was in Japan in November, as you know, Egerton, because you helped me get my seats on the flight. Like the contrast between how Britain is now and going over to Japan and how they have been behind in the times, we'll say. They are still very much treating COVID like it's still COVID times. They'd only just opened the borders on the 10th of October last year. I bought tickets before they got really expensive, and when I went in there, it was mandatory mask, and it was like, wow, I've just stepped into last year. It was really surreal to have to get back into that habit again, and it was very, very difficult to try and conform because I really remembered how irritating the masks are. And like, I know people say, the masks, they're not that bad, and it's not they're not that bad. It's just when you've just got used to not wearing them again and having to go back to that, and it's kind of like, well, we've managed to deal with it, how come you guys haven't caught up? But they're exercising their level of caution, I guess. But on topic, definitely think that the way the infrastructure we had in place has definitely been leaned on a lot more as far as shopping experience is concerned.
And I guess one thing to say is that there was this sort of technological infrastructure there, but there also was the human infrastructure there.
Oh yeah.
So if you order online, just say, be nice to the delivery
Yeah,
drivers.
that'll be nice. A delivery person, the people who picked your items in the store.
Mm-hmm.
They still had to get up and go in there and do their job. And do you know what? I can't fault them. Again, I worked retail before. I know how hard it is. So
and to risk their lives as well,
to
because
the key workers.
Yep.
Yeah.
they have to go out and deliver it, and it's like once you get in contact with somebody that's got COVID, you're screwed.
You can't work.
That's
and
it.
a lot of businesses didn't really protect their employees in that respect.
No.
Some did, really good, very, very valuable,
Yeah.
but not a lot did.
And you can't build that technological infrastructure without the human infrastructure. It's a bit like in India, for example, you have this the infrastructure of like dabbawalas who deliver like lunch to people in offices in like these metal tins, essentially.
Yeah.
So they'll cook in their kitchen, and then they'll like be like their sort of mass delivery drivers, and they kind of drive a lot of cities in terms of providing meals for people.
Deliveroo before Deliveroo.
Basically, yeah, it was sort of proto Deliveroo, and there's kind of a bit of that kind of. I've seen like a couple of startups who are trying to do the same thing in London, specifically for sort of Indian food, for example. And so it's kind of interesting that it was kind of based on the human, the
human element. Again, we'll go back to using technology like Deliveroo, Uber Eats, Just Eat, like became way more valuable than
they became your friends.
Yeah,
it's amazing how much money you lose now
That's it.
using Deliveroo, and how lazy it's made us as well. I don't think I do try and avoid using Deliveroo. I do try and go out and get my own food if I'm going to have a takeaway, but it's just so convenient even for shopping.
Yeah.
Like, if I can't be bothered to go to the shop and I just need a handful of things, someone can deliver it for me in 15 minutes or less.
but also for cooking too. I guess from my generation, I just noticed less people cooking. So you get on one end of the spectrum, you have sort of HelloFresh that gives you ingredients and recipes.
Yeah.
On the other end, you just get nutritional supplements like Huel that meals don't become something you enjoy. It's just more for your nutritional value.
Astronaut food.
Yeah. Which I feel a bit.
Have you used HelloFresh or tried it out before?
No, I mean I haven't.
I have.
You have?
Yeah?
Of course Egerton has. Egerton, you're like
I've tried HelloFresh, I've tried Gusto.
Oh my gosh.
I've tried... Oh, God.
You try a lot of things. To be fair, every new bank that comes out, you get a card with them.
Yeah.
No, but it's good because I want to know, I think Revolut was the only one I really stuck with, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Well, I don't use Revolut. Funny enough, I don't actually use Revolut anymore. I use Chase.
Oh, yeah, you told me you was
Chase.
Have you moved from your regular banks to Chase?
Absolutely not.
No.
No.
Is there a reason why? You just don't trust it? It's not ready? It's not there yet?
No, because the bank that I currently use, I get paid early for my salary. This is the same bank that my workplace uses. It's always so some of my colleagues are yet to be paid. They get paid on Monday. I've already been paid.
Fair enough.
So yeah. But yeah, banks are all good for different things, but I like my Chase. Yeah. I just wanted to add as well, one thing I did notice regarding the pandemic and technology, Primark.
What about Primark? It's been a while since I've been in a Primark.
Because Primark didn't actually have a site at the time of pandemic. So when the stores were closed, they were closed. They weren't making money. They weren't making money. And I think that was kind of one of their major disadvantages, which was they don't actually site.
They didn't have an actual e-commerce
Exactly.
website.
No e-commerce. So you're losing money not selling stuff. Your stock are still there. And they're all out of season because how many seasons passed during pandemic?
4 or 5.
Quite a few.
I mean, to be fair, good thing about seasons is stuff comes back in season again. It's whether or not people are going to wear that stuff. Because taste changes. And again, let's go down to the element of taste. Human.
Yeah. So
do they have an e-commerce website? I do not care to put Primark's website in my...
They do. But they are trialing it with certain stores at the moment.
Like click and collect and things like that.
Yeah, but they do have e-commerce now, which is a big improvement, to be honest. And I'm sure that when they do eventually roll it out to all the stores, I don't think that their visitors' numbers will drop.
No.
To be honest.
Every Primark I've ever been into, there's always a rammed.
It's always rammed.
Yeah.
It's always rammed. So I think that having that as well will be a very major advantage to them.
Two of the largest queues in retail history is Primark.
Oh yeah,
and
honestly.
the post office.
Oh yes.
I don't know about you, but every single one of those stores they walk into, there is always a queue of 5 or more people.
Primark, Westfield, Stratford City.
That's
the queues
that one,
are disgusting.
Yeah. Ever since that opened, it's never improved.
It's disgusting.
And that doesn't even end at entering the store. Your challenge is getting in the store.
Yeah.
Then it's getting in a queue to pay for your item.
And the thing is as well, just to add on to that Primark is actually moving in Stratford and it's becoming 5 floors.
5 floors?
Yeah, there was an announcement made earlier this week that Primark is moving in Stratford Westfield and it's going to be 5 floors.
How many floors are there in Westfield?
So
3.
There's 3.
That's what I'm thinking. So where's the 4 and 5 coming from?
Well, you haven't been there for a while. That whole place has changed. They're doing new building everything down there now.
Are they building a basement or are they building another floor on top of the glass ceiling?
No, I think they are actually extending Westfield, so it's going to be
bigger and better.
bigger, like the one that they've done in Shepherd's Bush. Because Shepherd's Bush, that where John Lewis is now, that whole area is new. So they've actually put more floors in the Shepherd's Bush one as well. So yeah, it's going to be 5 floors.
These are proper super malls.
Primark store, and I'm just thinking that at this moment in time, if you go upstairs, there's a queue. If you go downstairs, there's a queue.
Listen, this doesn't remove the reason why the lines at Primark are not longer is because people see how long the lines are and don't bother.
Yeah.
The lines are going to be the same. There's just going to be 3 or 4 times, 3 times more people in the stores. I mean, it's creating jobs, or is it? Because this is, again, like, human element. Are they going to bring more staff in?
Or is it going to be self-service?
Or is it going to be self-service, which is going to... It still need at least 2 or 3 staff members to help customers. And I don't know about you, but like when I use self-scans, sometimes I'm waiting a good few minutes because there's one store colleague to 7 or 8, maybe even up to 10 self-scans. So you get and
all flashing red.
All flashing red.
All flashing red.
They got a triage now at this point. They've got some serious triage. Who was first? Which one went red first? Because they're not paying attention.
No.
That's crazy.
No, but we digress.
But I think these days, it's definitely, you can't really survive without an e-commerce.
No.
I mean, you just can't. And it's sort of, it's kind of interesting, like I think about HMV, like all of their stores closed. They became fully e-commerce. And now they have stores opening again.
Yeah, there's one in Southampton.
And there's one here.
In Oxford. Really? Yeah.
There's
one in Southampton. I think I saw one in Winchester. And I think, if memory serves... I saw one in Portsmouth, but I might be wrong on Portsmouth.
So you can
definitely one in Winchester though.
You can offer that sort of hybrid service, I guess, of like being maybe primarily e-commerce with some physical stores. Yeah. But
at least HMV survived a little bit.
Yeah.
Zazzle never came back.
Yeah.
After they bought Virgin Megastores, which for anyone who's younger than, I don't know, 25 is not going to know what Virgin Megastores is.
Oh god!
Yeah, Richard Branson's first escapade.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask whether either of you had experience with subscription boxes or services for specific items. So, for example, there's one I saw for like subscription for coffee beans. So they give you like specific suppliers of coffee beans, and you choose what roast you like, what region you want it from. They'll give you, a bag of coffee every month. There's one on Dragon's Den recently, which is called Cheese Geek. So you say what sort of cheese you like, and they deliver, cheese.
I am nowhere near middle class enough to be able to.
You don't like a bit of cheese?
I like cheese, but I don't know if I'll have a subscription. I barely like my Netflix subscription at this point. I do think I have a few friends who probably would subscribe to something like that. I'd have to speak to them.
Oh wait, Eggs has got his hand
But
up.
Egerton,
Here we go again.
may very well be the ghettoist middle class person I've ever known because he lives in East London.
Oh God!
But he has
There we go.
the finest wines.
Okay,
So
yeah,
it's
what
got
have you got
the
then?
cheese. Is it cheese?
No, it's
Tell
not
us.
cheese. It's
What
not
is it?
cheese.
What is it?
I think I've actually lost count of how many subscriptions I've actually got.
Oh no! Oh no!
So the one that
Excuse me.
I have frequently is the socks and boxes one.
Oh, so they give you socks?
Yeah, yeah,
And boxes.
and boxes each month.
Alright, I have a question because that one is one that has piqued my interest.
Uh-huh.
Now, I'm a man who likes comfort,
Yes.
right? And
That's the one thing I know about you.
definitely, I like comfort. I
Yeah.
am very much not fully dressed a lot of the time when I'm at home. Sorry, audience. But I do like comfortable underwear, and it's become now. I'm 32, so what is the perfect Christmas present to get me every year? Socks and boxes.
That is it.
What's your experience with this? I am curious because and what's the frequency of these? Like eventually, like I get things like coffee.
Mm-hmm.
You can drink coffee and then coffee goes away and then you need more. Are these boxes and socks biodegradable? Do they not last past a certain amount of time? Where does it warrant you keeping the subscription long term? Because you're just going to have this unlimited supply of washing.
Yeah.
Not even just away.
I already do. Listen.
Explain it, please.
It is the most amazing thing ever.
Okay.
Oh.
It is the most amazing thing ever. So, what happens is that I get a pair of boxers and a pair of socks.
Okay. Matching, of course, you know.
Yeah, matching.
Matching, very important.
Yeah, matching.
Very important.
Every month,
Wow.
and I forgot how much I pay, but it but yeah, I get charged a month in advance, and it comes from the Netherlands.
Ooh.
For the Netherlands.
Yes, it comes from the Netherlands.
For the Netherlands.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah. It comes from the Netherlands, and they post it out, and it lands my letterbox. And I must say that 1, the quality is very good.
Okay.
2, perfect fit.
Okay.
3, design is very good. I can't fault it.
What is it called? I'm going to look it up right now.
Do I really? No. I'm not going to say it on here on the basis of it's free promotion for them. So
I mean, they might want to sponsor the next podcast. They could.
Yeah, please sponsor us.
they ain't gonna sponsor us.
Sponsor us, please.
But I'll tell you after the podcast. But I do see other subscription boxes as well. I think. Do I have a subscription with these people? No.
Does it rhyme with schmodmalls?
No.
Okay.
No, it doesn't. I don't. No, I don't. I thought I had a subscription with Nespresso, but I don't yet.
Oh, okay.
Because I have recently just bought myself an espresso machine.
Egerton, I still have questions about the underwear.
Oh no!
That's all he has questions.
No, this has
God.
piqued my interest now, so I'm going to be
This is
absolutely.
the podcast now.
Okay, so yeah, technology. Screw that. This is now the the Underwear Bros podcast, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you get a subscription, you get very nice underwear.
Yes.
At what point is a subscription no longer useful to you? Otherwise, you're going to have an unlimited supply of underwear.
Listen.
No, I don't think
Maybe that's what he wants.
But
I have not got to that stage yet.
okay, how long have you had the subscription for?
I've had it for about 2 years now.
So you've got 24 brand new pairs
Oh
of
my.
socks and 24.
You can never have enough.
No, I'm not. I'm not faulting it. I like this, but I grow concerned. What they're going to get you for Christmas, Egerton? What's your family going to get you for Christmas?
We just do money.
I like that.
No, that's fair.
Sorry, you said you had an espresso.
Yeah, no, an espresso subscription. I thought I had one, but I don't. But I was saying that I bought a new Nespresso machine, which, funny enough, actually ties into technology, because I was talking to my friend on Instagram. I don't know if Instagram are kind of listening to your conversations or anything.
They
like
are.
that. Oh yeah, they are.
Yeah,
I
assume they are.
And I was talking to my colleague about getting a new Nespresso machine. What do I see? Adverts. Nespresso. Half price Nespresso machine. I was just like, yes, absolutely. And now I own a machine.
Don't you have that Hotel Chocolat hot chocolate thing?
Yes, that's the head of advertiser.
Do you have a subscription for that?
No. No, you know what? I actually didn't even know that they actually had a subscription.
I think they do.
Yeah.
That's dangerous information.
But one thing, I think that I haven't kind of used my advertiser since I've found out that I'm lactose intolerant. So, so I don't know how it is with soya.
You can get lacto-free milk.
Yeah, and you get lacto-free cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you can get a tablet that you take that stops you from being lactose intolerant.
Oh no, I've grown to soya now. That's why I have soya.
Today's episode is sponsored by the soy industry.
Yeah.
Get all of your non-dairy needs here.
Although we must stress that this podcast is not sponsored by Nespresso.
No. Although I wish they did.
Or socks.
I need some.
Or socks and box.
Although if anyone wants to, give us some sponsorship,
we'll absolutely talk about it.
we'll do a whole episode on it.
So